Howdy do. This is my last ranking video. This or at least the last one that I promised. Um, I thought about doing the videos, but we're probably not doing that one. Anyway, I said I would do this one, so we're doing this one. We're ranking ships. And I got my sister here. Hello. To hopefully help with the ranking of the ships. Because I don't know what I'm doing. And it's good to have like a second opinion. Anyway, first up is Eugenia Katrina. Oh, I should explain my categories. When I say canon, I put that as the top one. I don't mean it literally is canon.
It should be canon.
Sometimes I don't even know if it should be canon. It's just, yeah, it should be canon. Well, okay, it's a light should be canon because there's at least one ship in here that isn't canon that I would like to be canon, but also if it just was a ship, like I'm not super invested in like it must be canon. You know what I mean?
There's a gradient.
There's a gradient
Because
the tier list don't let me have gradients. I mean, they do.
No, they do. Because the one at the bottom of canon is the one you're least.
But the problem is, it's not a gradient in my tier list. Because, like, the next one down is they work. And they work means, like, it could be canon and I would be fine with it. It doesn't have to be canon. And so, like, I have multiple couples. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what shipping is. This is the problem. And then, yeah. The next one down is yes, but also they also break up. Meaning, I do love this ship.
But it's not gonna last.
I don't want them to, like, become endgame, essentially.
You don't think they should get married? Yeah,
they shouldn't get married, but they should date, and they should have that storyline, and I like it.
And have it be cute.
Yeah, and so, yeah. The next one down is not invested. This one, it doesn't actively make me, like, cringe, or, like, I have a negative feelings towards it.
Neutral feelings.
So it's either neutral feelings or like I ship it for the bit, if that makes sense. Does that count as shipping if I ship it for the bit? Like if it's funny enough?
Oh yeah.
Like in this moment, like in no other moment, but when I want to make this specific joke, I ship it.
There are several fandoms where that's a thing.
Okay, good.
I feel.
Good. We'll get to that.
That's the whole shipping a person with an inanimate object is shipping them for a bit. They're not actually shipping them with the inanimate object.
But what if it's another person and it's a legitimate ship in other people's eyes?
You could still count it as shipping it for a bit.
Shipping it for the bit. The next one is but why though? This one is usually something that falls in the lines of like spare the pairs. Spare the pairs is a phrase that means like we've got a couple and then they have two single friends. And then people will want to ship those single friends because they don't have
a ship. Okay. Why?
Yeah, it's but why though? Or it's just like people ship this and like I don't. Why?
Why?
Yeah. The next one down is ew. This one I actively don't like. I don't like this one.
No. Yeah.
And the next one down after that is labeled jail now.
Yeah, because
there is one on here that if you ship it, I do judge you.
Uh-huh.
So the rest of them, you do you. This one, maybe take a minute. Be like,
think about it.
Maybe do a little self-examine. Like, why? What?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get to it. All right. First up, under canon, we have Eugenia Katrina. I mostly just like them post them getting married. They're no. Okay, let's address this one since apparently my thing decided that this is the one it wants. This is Lucy X Richard. Jail now. I don't think that's self-explanatory. Moving on. Eugenia Katrina. Post-marriage, I love them. Pre-marriage, they're kind of annoying.
They're so
but in a way that's like, you know what? Put them together because they annoy me.
like they
They both,
were super annoying
yeah.
before.
So, yeah. Woon and Penny, I enjoy pre and post marriage. I do like them together. I think they're really cute. And they actually have one of my like favorite like romance arcs.
Oh yeah, their romance
Because
is
one of my
legendary.
complaints about Katrina pre like them getting married and even post getting married is like she has a tendency and like pre getting married, but maybe not. I don't know. Katrina has a problem where her whole life is surrounded by Eugene.
She
In the
was
narrative,
yeah,
for most of it is that she is Eugene's love interest. She is not her own character a lot of the time. And
yeah,
as Eugene's love interest, she does get a lot of characterization and she is in theory a very like good rounded character. But in practice, because her like concept as a character is so tied to Eugene, there are a lot of times where she doesn't get as much
yeah.
time to be herself. Penny, on the other hand, is a character first,
She was a character first.
and she's more than just Wooten's
Girlfriend.
love interest
Yeah.
because she's also um she does have moments where she is her own character, but then she's also Connie's best friend
Uh-huh.
and things like that. So I like
She
Wooten
has
Penny
her
as
own
a romance arc. She does. She has multiple of her own arcs, and also you can have a like I feel like it's harder to have a Katrina episode without Eugene or mentioning Eugene than it
Yeah,
is to have a Penny episode without mentioning Wooten.
this is true.
So yeah, technically, okay, I should probably move Wooten. I'm not gonna rank them in the thing itself because that's gonna be a pain on the Google Docs. So,
Yeah.
but note that Wooten and Penny are above Eugene and Katrina. And Jack and Joanne. I love Jack and Joanne.
I would say
Jack and
for
Joanne. Go ahead.
for me, Jack and Joanna is my top ship.
Top, top. They're just so cute. Is the problem?
They're perfect. They
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Joanne, one, they both existed as separate characters first, didn't they?
No,
Joanne didn't.
Joanne didn't.
She
She
feels like she
she
did.
does because she is her own character. She is so much her own character. But no, she shows up and she's not here for Jack. That's an incidental thing because she's got her own plot with
Yeah.
Wit because she is trying to convince Wit to go on
Oh, right.
another mission tour, and Wit's like, you know, I'll pray about it or whatever, and she spots Jack within like it's like her second scene or something. She spots Jack and she's like, "Hi, take me out on a date tonight," and they do.
She has the best energy.
She's got moxie.
I love her.
She's got so much moxie. Okay, this next one, I don't know. Maybe I should move it down to they work. It's Wit and Jenny.
We just don't have a lot of that.
Because here's the problem: is I don't like the younger Wit, and so for sometimes I'm like feel like Jenny deserved better, but like also their marriage lasted. They loved
Younger
each other,
Wit,
so like it's
Younger Wit is a
not any of my
weirdo.
business. Younger Wit is like such a like yeah a grump weirdo.
I don't like him very much.
Yeah, so I'll leave it in canon. They're good.
They have cute stories.
They have some cute moments.
Yeah.
They have some cute moments, and I'm glad they had a happy marriage.
Yeah.
The next one is Donna and Eric Myers. Donna Barkley and Eric Myers. They're canon in my heart. I've told you the backstory of this ship, right?
Probably, but
Okay, in one episode, Eric Myers thinks about asking Donna out to a hayrack ride and then doesn't.
they yeah,
There's been less ground for ships Also,
There has been.
I like both Donna and Eric, and I think they would be fine together. I think they're both like compatible. So in my head, they're married because I don't like Donna's current husband, but I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Tom and Agnes. We love Tom and Agnes.
So cute.
They are also cute.
Oh, they're
They,
just
mhm.
Jack and Joanne have a different vibe, but Tom and Agnes are just like the old grandparent couple, and I love it.
Yeah,
They're the old grandparent but couple, and it's perfect.
yeah. No, they're fantastic. And then we have Ed and Elaine. These might be my favorite parents on Odyssey.
Mm.
I love their humor. I love their relationship dynamic with each other is really
Uh-huh.
good. Um, and
They
then of course like with their kids too. Like
yeah,
they're good parents.
they feel one like good parents, but two
Mhm.
they feel like real parents. They feel
Yes.
very real.
Yes.
Like I can see myself having their frustrations.
Yes. And we do get a lot of like their point of view from different episodes because like Ed's like one of his first episodes is him like reassessing like his like life goals and job. Like not his first episode. I'm trying to think. It's like not the Toy Man, but like maybe it's the Toy Man, whatever the name of his episode is, where because he starts out as a toy salesman.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized there's one parents here I forgot to add. I'll add them in a second. He starts as a toy salesman, and he is being like, oh, we should have more like toys where like kids can play with their parents versus like kids like being babysitters, toys being babysitters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. Anyway,
It was.
Bart and Doris are of course canon tier.
They're pretty great.
They deserve each other, even though
They're
they fight. Are like on they feel almost like they're on the edge of the divorce sometimes. But you know what? It is what it is.
honestly for an antagonistic couple who are
Hmm.
a couple who are antagonistic generally and stuff.
Hmm.
Honestly, they're pretty great.
I think it depends on the episode for me
Mm.
because in the episodes where they're a good couple, they're like a really good couple, and in the episodes where they're not a good couple, I am just like concerned. What are we doing?
They need a little.
Like there's the episodes where it's like family values
Uh-huh.
and they're working together to commit crimes or whatever. Those
Yeah.
are great. And then there's the episodes like uh the one where they're late for church where Doris kicks Bart out of the house.
Yeah.
So, you know what? They're doing fine. They're still married. It is what it is. And then Barrett and Priscilla, top tier, always.
Of course.
They're so cute.
They are.
And I know some people will like get mad at uh Jared, not Jared, Barrett because he forgot that she was allergic to chocolate that one time. But I will come to the defense that he was what's it called? 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's 13. Give him a break. Anyway, Ben and what's her name? The shepherd mother.
Oh.
The shepherd mother's name is.
Oh no. I don't know.
I know her name most of the time, so I'm just gonna say Mrs. Shepherd. Tell me in the comments. I'm sure I'll tell myself in the comments if nobody else does. Anyway, they're top tier. I love them so much. They're so good. You should listen to like any of their episodes. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they are.
Everything I said about Ed and Elaine, but then like add in the fact that they are a uh homeschool parents, which makes them even more relatable.
Oh yeah.
And they're a little bit I don't know, they're fun. real quick. No color. The next one is Wit and Lucia. Okay, we're on to the they work tier. Okay. Hear me out with Wit and Lucia.
Hear me out.
One, I do think they're actually compatible.
Oh, yeah.
They're both way too invested in everything. They get in the hype of everybody's business, and they have very strong personalities, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like they would bounce off well. Secondly, I do ship them for like political reasons, and by political reasons, I mean I think Odyssey needs a grandmother. Odyssey doesn't have a grandmother. Odyssey has a grandfather. That's Wit.
Wit is the grandfather of the entire town.
Of the entire town. They need a grandmother. Now, I think Joanne served pretty well as a grandmother to Odyssey for like a minute, right?
But now she's gone.
She's gone.
She's been gone.
She's been gone. And even when she wasn't a grandmother for very long. No. And if we give it to Lucia, she will be the most, like, the best grandmother of Odyssey. Because again, she'll even do better than Joanne. Because I love Joanne so much. She will not be there to throw a party for the entire town.
No.
Lucia will throw a party for the entire town to celebrate. And here's the thing is, Wit doesn't throw the parties, right?
Yeah.
Wit just participates in the parties. Lucia will throw the parties.
Yeah.
You see, this is perfect.
Yes.
Can I move them up to canon? We're moving them up to canon, actually.
Okay.
They're canon to me now. Anyway, Wit and Dr. Graham, they're fine.
They work. They could work.
They could work.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't think Dr. Graham is up for being the grandmother of Odyssey because she is too level-headed. She needs to be slightly more unhinged.
She's also like already a doctor. She has a lot going on. She does have a lot to go.
She is a doctor. And here's the thing is when you're a doctor in Odyssey, it means you are everything. You do all of the doctor stuff. Anything that needs. Except now we have a surgeon, so she doesn't have to do brain surgery, but she'll do everything else.
Yeah. Because you forget, this is a small town.
It's not a small town.
It's not.
It's a show, so. Okay, here's my other hear me out. Woon and Connie. Okay. Woon and Connie work. Would I be devastatingly upset if this became canon? Yes. I would
especially because
I would be but would I be upset if someone drew fan art of them? No. In fact, I would love it.
It's the whole what's good as fanfic versus what's good as canon.
Yes. Woon and Connie are good in fanfic world. They're really fun in fanfic world because I do think they are somewhat compatible. And also it's that moment where I'm thinking about Wooten like being there for Connie.
Yeah.
Like after Mitch dies and all that stuff. And overall like Wooten is really like they would work at Wits End together and it'd be awesome, but he wouldn't work at Wits End. He would stop by Wits End and they would see each other.
Yeah.
And then So anyway, point being, if I were Mitch and I came back and I got an email with a wedding invitation that was Connie and Wooten, I would believe it.
Yeah.
I would believe it. That checks out.
It does. Honestly, it does.
Mandy and Trent are in they work because they don't give me the same sort of like, oh, I kind of love them as much as like most other ships. Yeah.
No, I get it.
I like them. I like them a lot. And I enjoy the fact that they're canon, but like it's also the fact that we didn't get a lot of content of them being a couple in any way.
No.
We just have like Trent crushing on Mandy.
Yeah.
And then Mandy like being upset that people keep saying they're dating. And that's the extent of their like relationship work that happened on the show.
Uh-huh.
And so everything else you have to make up in your own head. And so like I do think they're compatible enough that like I don't
It doesn't
it's not
not make sense.
it doesn't not make sense. But because I like haven't seen it as much in the actual show,
Yeah,
it's not as compelling to me.
it's
It just feels
still
more like a fact of life that they're together.
yeah.
And this one,
It's not a bad fact of life, but
it's
it
a
is.
fact of life, and you'll see that happen more so as we go on of being like, I'm thinking about, okay, I'll skip to this one. George and Mary. George and Mary are just the fact of life that they're together. They do not
Yeah.
like compel me as a couple. And so because they don't like they're fine,
Yeah.
but they're not as like compelling as someone like Ed and Elaine.
They don't have a bad marriage.
They don't, yeah.
They don't they're yeah. I don't find them that interesting as a couple.
Yeah. Like if Ed and Elaine had their own episode, I'd be like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
If George and Mary had their own episode, I'd be like, oh, what? No,
Okay.
thank you. Okay, the next one is Lucy and Jack. I think Lucy and Jack work, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not mad that they're together at all.
No.
And I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
They work. It makes total sense. Like, here's the problem: is the thing with Lucy, as you'll see in just like a minute, is that she was like friend. Actually, okay. Here's the thing: Lucy and Jack are pretty good knowing who Jack turns into, knowing that he matures.
Yeah.
And we like see teenage Jack, and he's
Yeah.
pretty chill. So like that Jack I can see, but the original Jack from when he was like a little kid, even then actually he had more depth than I think some of the other ones, or than like we'll get to Kurt, because Kurt I also think works with Lucy. Like if they had gotten together, like I want to be surprised.
Zippy,
What?
you did that wrong. It says Jack/Kurt.
What did I mess up then?
I don't know.
Okay, I found it. I fixed it. What was I saying?
Lucy and Kurt also work.
Oh yeah, Lucy and Kurt also work, but I don't believe that Kurt did as much. They're gone. Lucy and Jack are gone. Pretend they're there. I'll just type it out. I don't think Kurt did as much maturing as Jack did. Okay, and I feel like Lucy deserves better. I also think Lucy deserves better than Jack. In theory, if I'm just thinking about his majority of his characterization throughout the years, she definitely deserves more than Kurt, because Kurt was the more annoying one, I feel like, than Jack. Jack had his moments, but because Kurt was the one who was all like, I'm gonna be into politics purely for the power of it all and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
no. But Jack, I do think, works. However, Lucy and Isaac. Because here's the thing: is I prefer similar characters versus opposite attracts.
Yeah.
And Lucy and Isaac, I do think are more similar characters, and so imagining like them together, I think is cute. And I keep thinking about that one episode where it's not really that Lucy has a crush on Isaac. She doesn't have a crush on Isaac in my mind. She just wants to go to this party, and she wants Isaac to take her because she likes Isaac, and he will do it for her.
Yeah.
She's like, I can convince you to take me to this party, and we're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna get corsages, little flowers, and we're gonna carpool, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Isaac's like in his own little world, being his own like anxious self, overthinking everything. Not about her. He's overthinking something completely unrelated.
Poor boy.
I do like Isaac. Bernard and Maud. I don't like Bernard and Maud as much as like Tom and Agnes or
No.
And here's the problem is Bernard gets way too close to I hate my wife jokes for me.
Yeah.
If anyone on Odyssey would make an I hate my wife joke, it would be Bernard. And so that's why I'm a little bit not as enthusiastic.
Well, the other thing is like Maud, very much, we don't know who Maud is.
We do know some things,
We know
but we
very
don't.
little.
She wasn't on the show that much.
The only time I can remember like hearing actually her voice
Mm-hmm.
is the episode where he talked about how they met.
Yeah, and also, also she tends to be like away visiting her sister a lot, and like I don't want to speculate anything like weird, but like, why is she always out of town? You know,
One, I think it's for like the
I understand it's for the
Odyssey.
plot. I understand it's for the plot, but pretend for a second. Pretend with me that they're real.
I think they're I for me it feels like Bernard and Maud are they're less married to for
Mm-hmm.
like love and so I feel like they're married because they work. Like it's a partner. I feel like
They're just not lovey-dovey. It may be the problem.
yeah, they're they're two very independent people is what it feels
And
like.
again, it wouldn't. I'm not really like the reason it turns me off isn't the what's it called? Uh
Absentness.
yeah, isn't the fact that she's always away. It's the fact that I could see Bernard making an "I hate my wife" joke, and
Yeah.
that is like an ick for me. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. David and Ava are slightly better than George and Mary, but they're still not on the level of like Ben and I can't think of her name. Helen.
Helen.
It's Helen. Ben and Helen. Of course, it's Helen. That's hilarious. Because that's the name of the lady, like Helen of Troy.
Oh
That matches their aesthetic so well.
no, it does.
That's so them. I love that it's Helen.
Okay.
Mitch and Maureen work. Like, obviously, I don't know who Maureen is, so I can't, like, properly be like, oh, they're such a cute couple. But, like, I believe them that they work.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Maureen.
No.
Saying that, I do also ship Connie and Mitch. I love them as a couple, but I don't hate Mitch and Maureen.
I don't hate Mitch and Marie. I don't hate Connie and Mitch. I don't hate that Connie and Mitch broke up.
We'll get to that. Anyway, last on this tier, Jason and that mom from that one episode.
Okay.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I do.
And I think it would have made a fun storyline. I'm not upset that they didn't get together, but I do think it would have made a fun storyline.
Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is if I write Odyssey fan fiction, it's going to be Jason and that one mom.
Okay.
That's
fair. I would read it.
That's the other thing. I don't feel like it needs to be canon, but
Yeah.
if I was gonna write an Odyssey fan fiction,
Yeah.
that's what I would write.
Because why not? That would be fun.
It'd be really cute, and I feel like I'm kind of good at actually doing romance for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is yes, but also break up. We of course have Connie and Jeff. Connie and Jeff, I don't want them to get back together.
Okay.
I liked their episode. They're so cute, and one of my favorite moments is like when they're on the picnic. I don't know why Connie's always on picnics with her boyfriends, but like, okay.
That's her vibe.
Her vibe is picnic, I guess. And he kind of goes over and is like, "Can I kiss you?" And she's like, "Do you want to?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they kiss. It's
Super
great.
cute.
It's great.
Yeah.
But also like I don't
I don't
know.
I don't need them to get back together. I do kind of wish because I felt like he was a cool character when he came back.
Mhm.
I do kind of wish he had gotten more than just his like what 3-4 episodes.
4, maybe 5 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like having the traveling
the thing is-
missionary coming to and from town would have been kind of cool.
I'm interested in him as his own character. I'm
Yeah.
not interested in him as Connie's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying too. I wish Jeff was around more, and I feel like if he had started dating her, he might have been around longer. But
Okay, Jules and Buck.
I put them in this tier because I'm thinking about the first time they get together, because their breakup was inevitable, right?
Sure.
What do you mean? Okay, after Homecoming, when they start dating,
I didn't listen to that part.
I made you listen to that because it has Ryan in it, and Ryan, so you had to listen to it.
No, I listened to Homecoming. I didn't listen to Beyond the Homecoming.
Oh, right, because the next episode is whatever that one is. Anyway, spoilers. So now you're just gonna skip after they get
I
spoilers.
don't
You
care.
don't care. They start dating, and then Buck moves away, and then they start dating long distance, and it's not a big deal. But then Buck comes back, and the inevitable happens,
And they break up.
and they break up. And then the saddest part to me, is when they break up, they were gonna go to the zoo during closing hours. Let me say my spiel. They were gonna go to the zoo during closing hours to see the giraffes. And they get to the zoo, and then they have their breakup scene. And you know what happens? They leave. The zookeeper, who was gonna give a tour of the giraffe house to them, was not informed that they left. They just left, leaving the zookeeper hanging. And that is the worst part of their relationship, is how dare they. Anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, how dare they?
How dare
Genuinely.
they? As someone who knows about what's it called?
How excited zookeepers can be.
When explaining their stuff, granted, like, giraffes are more popular, so it's not as like devastating as like a lemur exhibit or something.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
anyway, if Buck and Jules ever got back together, that'd be fine. But since they've had this initial breakup, I don't really care.
No.
Here's the thing: is I do like when I'm consuming stuff and like it's ship art of them or like ship fanfic. Like I'll be on board. This is fun. This is fun, and they're not like not compatible. But I don't care also. But if they did it, I would not be like super heartbroken. Because again, we also have all the fanfic and the time that they dated. So like, you know. Connie and Mitch. Connie and Mitch are adorable. They were not fully compatible though.
No, as evidenced by the fact that they did break up.
Yeah, even if he didn't go join the FBI, I don't think they were fully compatible. Okay?
No.
Gonna be real. But they were cute and they had fun and they both learned something else about themselves. So
Yeah.
Next,
You don't have to dating
Yeah.
like this does not have to lead to marriage.
Plus, I don't fully believe Mitch was over his dead girlfriend. Anyway,
No.
that just happened. I do think he loved Connie. I do think he genuinely loved Connie. But just saying. Next one is Whit and Margaret.
Margaret Faye.
Okay, but like when Whit describes their date of them just like spending the entire date arguing and debating one another about various high concepts, and then they go like to museum dates. I feel for I feel for Margaret, cause I fear, yeah, no, that would be me. I would fall in love with him.
If you were like, yeah, debating can be one of the.
That just sounds like a good time. This sounds fun to me.
Yeah, honestly,
Would I propose? Probably.
no.
Is he also super legit for rejecting me? Yeah. However,
Yeah.
next we have Nick and Erica. The fact that this is one like it's funny to me that they dated. Okay, who? Okay, Erica Colburn was the girl with the patriotic hair.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So wait, she dated Nick?
Yeah, they dated in the comics for like a few months.
In the comics. I didn't.
Yeah, well, also like they almost dated during the show.
Oh yeah, did he ask?
Like she was flirting with him in order to get access to the Imagination Station. That was what was happening.
Yeah.
No, but like they're also not like long term able to like sustain anything. Like there's no way.
I can't really imagine Nick ever being in a long-term relationship.
He needs to work on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard like early Nick? Early Nick is so annoying.
Oh yeah.
I still like him as like a character, but I would not. I don't know any like girl who deserves him as a boyfriend. Just gonna say. Anyway, Donna and Jack also good, but I do like the idea of Donna finding someone like as an adult.
Yeah.
And so that's part of my um uh what's it called? Donna and Eric thing is
Yeah.
that he never actually does ask her out until after she's like in college, and for some reason they're like at the same college.
Yeah.
But I do want Donna and Jack specifically to be like high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And then not all high school sweethearts get together, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Next we have Donna and Rodney. I put them in this tier because I feel like you can write them as being like a permanent couple, but if I were to write them personally, I would write them as being a temporary couple. Like they would try it out, they would learn some things about themselves. They would both be in like synchronized phases where like Rodney's just like, I'm gonna be a little bit more like
mature
and like level-headed, and Donna's being like, I'm gonna have a phase where I'm being a little bit rambunctious and
edgy.
like, edgy.
Here's my edgy boyfriend.
And then they would both be like better people in the end, and then they would break up.
Yeah.
Because
They don't actually work.
But if I would also read something where they were like long term.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Next is Jason and Tasha.
I mean,
I like the episodes where they are together. I don't need them to be together now.
no.
Yeah.
Honestly, I definitely feel like it felt weird when they said they were gonna get married.
Yeah, not gonna. Yeah. And here's the problem: is part of it is that a lot of their relationship is like not on screen, on mic. You know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this implied history.
But
I don't
also
think
they
don't have that much chemistry is the problem as well.
They don't have that much chemistry, and it really feels like their relationship is mostly just work.
Yeah.
This is his work wife.
Yes, that is fair. That is a fair assessment. I like that's true. The other thing I want to say about all of these is these were all suggested to me. Pretty much. So there are other ships that exist.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to cover because I can't cover every single possible ship.
No,
So
there's too many.
Yeah. So with like very few exception, these were all suggested to me. Anyway, Jason and Jillian goes into not invested. I don't hate it the same way a lot of people do. It could work. It would be fine if they do it. I am not convinced they have chemistry is the problem. There's some weird like underlying of Jason kind of hates Jillian.
Yeah.
Even in like the one episode we have where he knows she's like an agent.
Yeah.
Is he still doesn't really like her. I'm not convinced Jason likes Jillian, and I'm also not convinced Jillian likes Jason.
I don't think Jillian likes Jason.
The closest thing she ever got to is like saying he's cute.
Yeah.
But saying someone's like physically attractive is not the same thing as being like
no.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm gonna be real like it.
Yeah. I feel that.
Connie and Richard. I see the vision. I see where you're going for.
No.
It's fine. I see what you're doing. Liz and Alex. Okay, Liz had a crush on Alex. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a thing that happened. You think they should get together? I don't know. They're fine, probably.
Okay.
Liz and Jared. I like that one better. Slightly better. I think that would be fun. They're both a little chaotic.
This is true.
They're both a little chaotic. Jay and Zoe. Post, what's it called? The Smouse Show. Sure. I can see it. There were some cute moments post the Smouse Show. Jay is still annoying. And here's the thing: I do ship it, but I mostly just ship it for the bit. I ship it when it's funny too.
Yeah.
I ship it when it's funny too, and yeah.
I feel like if they do get like, I'm
And
not
here's the thing is,
interested.
oh, maybe when they're older, they will be like compatible again, and they can be like together because they do generally have cute moments.
Yeah.
You haven't heard them.
No.
You have not heard them, but
No.
trust me.
Just from what I know, I'm not invested.
Mhm.
I don't care, but also I think it'd be funny if they did date and then broke up.
Okay, you're on yes, but also break up. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair too. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. Next one is Sarah and Jared. I put this in not invested, but I am slightly. Okay, here's the things. I conceptually understand it.
Yeah.
I don't like enemies to lovers.
I know you don't. Okay.
And that's where the appeal of this ship is the fact that when they were little kids, they kind of hated each other and had this like combative relationship.
They don't. I have experienced better enemies to lovers, I feel.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying this is top tier enemies to lovers, but I'm just saying that I assume that's where the appeal of this is.
Like, I can actively think of more enemies to lovers things that I am way more invested in. I don't care about Sarah and Jared.
Sarah and Jared are, yeah.
And there are some people on this list that I'm just like, just stay single. You're fine.
Sure.
Jared is one of them.
The problem is I don't want to inflict Jared onto any woman.
Exactly.
But again, that gets into like, am I thinking about canon Jared or like in my head? Because like in my head, he has a very different story arc.
He grows up to be fine, right?
Yeah, because like the way it is now is that they don't want to lose his like character, and so they made him go into like Secret Service, and he's got like this whole like alien thing going on. No. I would remove the conspiracy, and I understand removing the conspiracy theories from Jared is like a key part of his character, but
I feel like you could replace it with something productive.
Anyway, next one is Lucy and Sam. Lucy and Sam, unlike Lucy and Isaac, aren't fun. Lucy and Isaac are again, they're that compatible, like both like good, like kind of good kids, but like both Lucy and Isaac kind of have this like fun edge to them. Like they're they got a little bit of like personality and spunk. Sam doesn't have that. Sam and Lucy is such a boring thing.
Yep.
The idea of Sam and Lucy being together is so boring to me. So they don't even go in there. They work. Next is Robin and Kurt. Sure. They're actually more compatible than like Lucy and Kurt because Robin's got more chaotic shenanigans than Lucy does, so I do think it actually works better than Kurt and Lucy. Next is Jason and Monica. Jason and Monica is one I 100% do for the bit. Anytime there's like a joke to be made that's like Jason is like pining about Monica, or like Jason is in love with a criminal, like I'm gonna make that joke.
I love it. It's
hilarious.
Here's the thing. I love it for this bit. I also just I love it is kind of enemies to lovers kind of thing also, but it's also a little bit just funny.
Yeah.
The
but why though tier. Next we have Buck and Lexi. This one is like so but why though.
I'm trying to remember who Lexi is.
You don't know who Lexi is. Okay, so after Buck and Jules break up, he moves. He's already moved. There's another girl in his town he's friends with.
Oh.
That's it.
Why?
Here's the problem:
Let friends be friends.
I think it's angstier if Jules thinks they're dating and they're not.
I like that. I like that.
Like, no. Also,
I love a good. Oh, I think this character thinks they're dating and they're just not.
Also, when Lexi found out was like, when news broke out that Buck had been to juvenile detention and like was a scam artist, Lexi's reaction was, "Oh, yeah, I support you. I don't believe that you were actually in jail." And like that to me was just like such like a you have the right spirit, but like a slightly wrong execution, and so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't hate Lexi, but like she's not my favorite character.
Fair.
Because again, like, okay, so he was in juvie for a while. Like, calm down. Anyway,
Yeah.
Next on, Jules and Gunner. Okay. I do love a good Jules and Gunner like story. I love the angst of it all. The reason I put it in but why though was because that initial point of like you literally just broke up with someone, why are you dating someone? This is not in like in a story context, like actually no, this is great, but like in the like context of like the episode, if I were talking to Jules, I'd be like, but why that?
Yeah. No, I get you.
Maybe I should move it because I'm supposed to be ranking these on like a story level, not on like a character level.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna put that one in yes, but also break up because they're really like toxic, and Gunner has like major anger issues.
Get the boy some help.
But I like the angst of it. Okay, we're moving it. Because I don't want Buck and Lexi to date at all. Like that's like a no.
Yeah.
Matthew and Emily. No. How dare you?
Let kids be friends.
Let kids be friends. Next, Cooper and Bridget. This is Spare the Pairs. This is 100% Spare the Pairs. Pair the Spares. This is Pair the Spares. And why? Why are we doing this? They have barely interacted, and they were not like
no.
They have interacted in like one episode, maybe.
The episode with the house thing.
What house thing?
No, it was the mystery thing that Whit set up.
Yes, they were in one episode together, and Bridget refused to say that they were friends for the most of it because Bridget was like, I don't have any friends except for Joel. Because she is how she is. I love her.
Yeah, no.
Next one is Jimmy and Felicia. Like that's just making Jimmy's life sad for no reason. Next is Jimmy and Jesse.
Why?
Why would you as like a person ship this?
Is it Jesse that like
Jesse is Donna's best friend?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Jesse did have a quote unquote crush. It was a puppy love crush. It was because she immediately like it lasts a week and then she goes on to like Eugene and it's like, you know.
My immediate
not only that, but like it wasn't her. Yeah, that wasn't an episode written for her. It was an episode she was written into.
Yeah,
as well. Anyway, why?
No.
Robin and Jack. Interesting.
Were they in the same time frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Jack and Lucy and
okay.
Robin. Yeah.
Right. No.
And here's that. I think the reason I put it in, but why though, is because of that maturing. I think maybe Jack and Robin, because Jack and Robin, I don't think got along as kids very well.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Edwin. Okay, moving on to ew category. Edwin and Zelda are so much, but why though, that they go into ew. Because they're so heavily like, why is this happening? They go into ew category. I will explain to you what Edwin and Zelda are. Zelda is a lady who works at the Hal's Diner, right?
Oh, ew. The lady who works at Hell's Diner?
It's a random lady. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't even like pay attention because I didn't even read it the first time, but I have like read some of it since then. They also have like a weird age gap. Okay, we don't have it like confirmed it's a weird age gap, but given the way Edwin is drawn and given the way she's drawn,
No.
it's weird.
No.
It's weird. It's gross. Ew. Next one is Connie and Jason. If you ship Connie and Jason, maybe leave for a bit, actually. I might get mean. And I don't have beef with you. So maybe just leave.
Skip this part.
Yeah, skip this part. Maybe I'll put his timestamp in the edit.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ship Connie and Jason post album 50, I don't think it's in any way like problematic. Okay, maybe it's never not gonna be problematic, but it's all right. Our mic cut out and stopped recording, so if there's a large drop in audio quality, then that is why.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Connie and Jason. We were talking about if you ship them post album 50, like their age gap, again, it's the age gap thing, is, you know, close enough that it's not like
Weird.
super weird. Anything before that though, it gets really weird really fast.
Yeah.
Because either he's like a 30-something man and she's in high school, or he's like a 30-something man and she's like just out of high school and he knew her when she was in high school, and like
Yeah, no.
No. And here's the thing is, I don't mind. I'm not saying categorically if there's an age gap, it's like weird and not okay, because like I think Wooten and Penny have an age gap, like of at least they have maybe like a 5-year age gap, I think.
See, here's the thing I think with age gaps. Within reason, the older both of you are, the bigger the age gap can be without it being weird.
It also has to do with like when did you meet?
Yes.
Because here's the thing, Wooten and
That's
Penny
my
both met
thing.
when they were like solidly adults, right?
That's what I'm saying, is like when you get together when you're older and it's a big age gap, like 10 years.
Yeah.
When you're like 70 and 60.
Yeah.
That's not weird.
Yeah.
10 years when you're 20 and 30 feels a little weird.
And that's a little bit Connie and Jason to me. Even post like 50, it's still like a little bit weird. Like at least they're both solidly adults. Because like up until album 50, Connie is still figuring herself out. She's still like very much a young adult, and she's still kind of that way, but like post album 50, like she's not like she's a bit more like on her feet. She's not having as many episodes where she's like literally, I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, I have a hard time believing that Jason will ever see her not that way. And I respect that, because like if I was in Jason's shoes, I don't think I could ever see someone who was in high school while I was in my 30s as not like a little sister or something. You know what I mean?
That is my thing that I wanted to point out in my brain, because Whit already feels like her dad.
Yeah.
And in my brain, Jason and Connie feel like siblings to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's kind of gross and weird. It's because, like,
again, that's the other dimension of it, is I do think they have sibling vibes.
They have sibling, like, the way they talk to each other.
And here's the thing, is I'm never gonna say like sibling vibes are a reason to say like you can't ship this, because that's not like a real thing.
No.
Like you can't, like it's not like they're like adoptive siblings. Like that's not
No.
that's not what's happening here. But to me, like Yeah.
It feels weird and gross. Jason feels like older brother. He just has older brother vibes with a lot of people.
And then in the reason, like, why are you shipping this? I feel like a lot of there's two reasons I feel people ship this a lot. Okay, 3 reasons if you count like a legitimate. I think they would be cute together. You want whatever. 1, like the third one exists in theory. 1, a lot of people are doing it as spare the pairs, right? Pair the spares.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening here because it's a lot of like, well, I want Connie to get married. And I just, I want her to get married and he's there and he's a Christian and she's also a Christian. So therefore they must be compatible and therefore they should get together because I need them both to be married to someone and they're both in town. And so it's very much like, okay.
I mean, my response to that is, why does Jason need to be married? He feels very bachelor to me.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, sorry.
That's fine, but I'm not. Yeah. Second thing is I think there's a significant portion of the people who ship Connie and Jason who simply do not have the guts to self-ship.
Yeah.
Given the reaction whenever like Townsend Coleman like makes an appearance and people talk about it. I think they just don't have the guts to ship themselves with Jason, and I feel like if they did that, I would respect them more.
I mean,
Gonna be real.
I have absolutely nothing wrong with self-shipping.
I don't do it. Yeah. If you're like, I want to marry Jason, that's valid. But don't say, I think Connie should marry Jason when you really mean I want to marry Jason. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. Next one is Renee and Horace. I don't feel like that one needs an explanation as to why it's ew. It's just, it's even ew in the show. Like,
no.
Like, if you suggested this to them, they would also say ew. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. Rodney and Connie.
Ew.
Here's the thing is, it's obviously an ew. Like they unlike Donna and Rodney, I don't think Connie and Rodney are compatible at all. But again, because like Connie's not gonna have that face. But I will say they have less of an age gap than Connie and Jason.
This is true, but no, ew. The maturity gap is a chasm.
I don't think so. I just think they have a personality gap.
Ew.
They don't have like compatible like personalities. Like I'm not seeing that.
No.
Anyway,
it's ew.
Nick and Aubrey.
Ew.
I can't even explain why that's one such an ew to me.
No.
I don't know what it is.
I don't either. Well, no, I don't know either. Because there's not a weird age gap there. There's
not. Yeah, no, they're
because him dating Audrey's friend is
they're basically the same age. It's not has nothing to do with age. It's just purely personality, and I just like something about their personalities. Like I can't see them being together at all.
I hate it.
And then Donna and Derek. I hate Derek. Derek is Donna's husband, and he is like, I don't know, I'm not gonna redo the entire comic series for you because like that this video is already really long, but just trust.
No,
I don't like him. I can't imagine Donna liking him. Okay. He's annoying. No. Okay. Also, his last name is Barkley, and that's like a major.
Ooh.
That's like it's spelled differently.
No, red flag. Red flag. I'm sorry. That's a red flag.
I know exactly why they did it. And it doesn't make it